All right, you are welcome back to Introductory Mathematical Analysis A. We are still in chapter 8, and here we're going to be doing some examples. I will reiterate 8.5 and then we do examples in 8.5. Examples in 8.5, okay? In 8.5 is conditional probability and stochastic processes. That is 8.5. Alright, in the previous video, we mentioned about conditional probability. And this is if two events, EF, are events associated with equiprobable sample space and F is not empty. F is not empty. Then we have this formula, which is probability of E given F. Don't forget F as occur. F as occur or F is given. But in many questions, they will not mention F given. You are the one to get which one is given. Then we are finding the probability of E. So that probability is equals to the number of E intercept F over the number of F. This is still the same thing as the probability of E intercept F all over the probability of F. So you can still use probability to find this, or the number of the intercept. Okay, and I mentioned before also that if you are given probability of F given E, the formula will now become number of E intercept F over number of E. Okay, this E intercept F can also be F intercept E. It's the same. Now, this also can be probability of E intercept F all over probability of E. Okay, please take note. That's why you must know which one is given and which one you are finding the probability. That is very important. Okay, all right. So let's take this example. Bag 1 contains 1 black and 2 red. 1 black and 2 red beans. And bag 2 contains 1 pink jelly bean. A bag is selected at random. Then a jelly bean is randomly selected from it and placed in the other bag. A jelly bean is then randomly taken from that bag. Find the probability that this jelly bean is pink. So we are just looking for pink. But in this looking for pink, there are 2 bags. Okay, bag number 1, 1 black and 2 red. Okay, bag number 2, 1 pink. Okay, we want pink. We want to find the probability that this bean is pink. But we are also selecting the bag. Okay, this is very important. We are also selecting the bag. So to select a bag, so let's start with this first bag. To select a bag, what is the probability of selecting a bag? There are 2 bags there. So probability of selecting the first bag is just 1 over 2. Okay, multiplied by, so we are dealing with probability of pink. Okay, probability of a pink, let me not use P here. Let me call it a pink bean. Okay. All right. Let me cancel this one and write the probability of pink bean. Okay. So let's go. We select a bag first, the first bag. Now from the first bag, let's select a blue. Okay, we select a blue. We are still going to come back to red because we are doing the possible outcomes that could happen. We select a blue, so it will be 1 over 3 from here because the total is 3, but blue is 1. Now we pick this blue and put it here. Okay, we put it in the second bag. Then this becomes 1 pink, 1 blue. one black rather. One pink, one black. This is for black, not blue. One pink, one black. Now we are selecting a pink. Then it will now become 1/2 because we are selecting the pink. This now become one pink, one black, and it will be 1/2. That is fine here. Or that means we have a plus. Or we start with a red, so it will be 2 over the bag first, 1/2 again because it's the bag. Then with a red now, multiply by 2/3. Then I pick the red and I put it here. Then that will be one pink, one red. And then I select the pink again, so it will be 1/2. Okay, we have exhausted the possibility of the first bag. So let's go to the second bag. So the first bag gives us this one and this one. So we are going to add it to the second bag now. In the second bag, we are picking the bag itself. That will become 1/2. In the second bag, we only have one pink there. So the total is 1 and the pink is 1. So 1/1. Then multiply by, we pick this pink and drop it here and drop it here. When we drop it here, this becomes 4 bag. But we are still looking for a pink. So it will be 1/4. 1/4. Okay, so that is it. So that is the probability. Because we are taking the bag along with us. That's why this half, and this half are there. Okay, please take note of that. So this becomes 1 this times this, 6. This is 12, 1/12, plus this is 2/12, plus this is 1/8. Okay, whatever it is, you can add up that, and then we give what we have. This is 1/6. Yes, so this can be 12. So this is 1 plus 2 plus 1/8, which is 3/12 plus 1/8. Okay. So we can have 24, yeah? 24, this is 2, this is 6, this 24, 3, 3. Okay, this will become 9/24. 9/24, 3 can go, is 3, 3, 3, 8, 3/8. Okay, that is it. Okay, please make sure that you take note of that. All right, that is what we have found. Okay, so we select the bag, taking a jelly bean out, put it in the other bag, and then taking a jelly bean from that bag, which is the pink that we are looking for. All right. Okay, another example. Okay, this example says of the smartphones produced by a well-known firm. 70% have poor sound quality. And 11% have both poor sound quality, this is T, quality, and scratched screens. So if a smartphone is randomly selected from a shipment, if a smartphone is randomly selected from a shipment and it has poor sound quality, what is the probability that it has a scratched screen? Okay, all right. So if you look at this, question, of smartphone produced by a well-known firm, 70% have poor sound quality, and 11 have both of them. You see, both of them, both poor sound quality, and scratch screen. Okay, so let's call this one Q. Okay, let poor solution, let poor sound quality be Q. Okay, and let scratched screen be S. Okay, all right. So now you can see that from here we have both of them. So they are giving the probability of Q intercept S is already 11%, which is 0.11. Okay, that's the probability. Now, if a smartphone is randomly selected from a shipment and it has poor sound quality, what is the probability that it has a scratch screen? Now, we want to find the probability that it has a scratch screen. That means what is given, you must be able to know what is given. What is given is poor sound quality. That is what is given. We are asked to find the probability that it has what? Scratch screen. Okay, that means we are looking for this probability. The probability we are looking for is S given Q. Okay, that is very important. You must be able to know which one we are looking for. It has poor sound quality. What is the probability that it has scratch screen? So that's why it is S given Q. And what is the formula for that? The formula for that is probability of Q intercept S over probability of Q. It's very important you know what is given and you know how to write your conditional probability. Okay, so third have poor sound quality. So that means probability of that one, probability of Q is that 17%, which is 0.17. Okay, now let's now find the probability we are looking for. So probability of S given Q is now, this one is what we have before, 0.11, 0.11, 0.11 over 0.17. Okay, which is 11 over 17. Okay, please take note of how to get your conditional probability. It's very important to take note of how to get your conditional probability. Okay, all right. Okay, let's take another example. Okay, this says given the equiprobable sample space. Okay, so we're given this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we're given this one. Okay, so an event E equals to 1, 3, F equals to 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then event G is equals to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now, what do they want us to find? So find each of the following. Find each of the following. Find each of the following. Number 1, we want to find probability of E given F. That's the first thing to find. Number 2, we want to find probability of E prime given F. That is the second one to find. Okay, the third one to find. We want to find the probability of E given F intercept G. Okay, that is the probability to find. Okay, let's quickly go through that one. This is the sample space. This is E, F, and G. Okay, let's find the probability of, so solution, A, probability of E given F. You know the formula? That should be probability of E intercept F over probability of F. Okay, of course we can find probability from this. Probability of E is just the number of E over the sample space. But since there's a number, we can just simply use the number. So this also can be number of E intercept F all over number of F. We can simply use the number, which will give us, okay, we need to find intercept E intercept F first. What is E intercept F? E intercept F is, what do we have? 1, only 1, only 1. E intercept F is only 1, okay, only 1. All right, so now what is the number of intercept F? 1. What is the number of F? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that will be 1 over 5. That is 1 over 5. Okay, that is that. The second one, I want to find the probability of E complement over probability of E complement given F. Okay, again, this is probability of E complement intercept F over probability of F. Okay, so all what we need to find is E complement first, and then E complement intercept F. So let's go. What is E? This is E. So let's find E complement. E complement is every other thing apart from what we have in E. So we have, in E we have 1 and 3. So we omit 1 and 3. Then we have 2. We have 4. We have 5. We have 6. We have 7. We have 8. We have 9. Okay, that is E complement. That's E complement. Now we want to find intercept with F. E complement intercept with F. E complement intercept with F. This is F. This is F. Then E complement intercept with F. What is that now? E complement intercept with F. 2, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. That is E complement intercept with F. And what is the number? The number of E complement intercept with F is 4. Alright, what is the number of F? The number of F is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 5. Okay, so now we do that now. So this is simply equals to 4 over 5. Alright, let me quickly show you something here. You will discover when we have probability of E given F and we have probability of E complement given F. So in conditional probability, this equals to 1. Okay, so take note of this. I will write this somewhere here now. Let me write it here. So when we have E given F plus probability of E complement given F should be equals to 1. So that implies probability of E given F is equals to 1 minus probability of E complement given F. This is only for what we are finding the probability of. Don't forget we are finding probability of E, and so the complement of it will be 1, but the given one is T itself. Please don't forget that. So only applies for the probability of the one we are looking for, the probability of E. So you cannot have anything like this, you cannot have anything like this, you cannot have anything like this, no, you cannot have anything like this. So this will not give us 1, okay? This will not give us 1. Only for the probability of what we are looking for. Only for the probability of what we are looking for. Okay? That is fine. Alright, so take note of that. So this 1 over 5, and this is just 1 minus 1 over 5, which is 4 over 5. Okay, let's go to the last one. So we want to find the probability of E given F intersect G. So we need to find F intersect G, and then find E given F intersect G. So let's go. E given F intersect G. Okay, so we want to find the probability of E given F intersect G. Okay, using the formula, this will be probability of E intersect F intersect G. If you like, you can write this in a bracket so that you can know that E is standing alone from them. Okay, all over probability of F intersect G. Okay, or this is same thing as number of E intersect F intersect G. Okay, all over number of F intersect G. Okay, this is same thing as that. Alright, so all what we need to find is F intersect G. F intersect G. Okay, let's find what is F intersect G. This is F, this is G. What is the intercept there now? 5 and 6. Only 5 and 6. Okay, 5 and 6. So that will give us 5,6. Okay. Now let's also find E intersect F intersect G. Okay. So we want to find that. This is F intersect G. I want to intercept it with E. Let's go with E. With E, 5 and 6. With E, nothing has intercept there. No intercept there. No intercept there. Okay. Because no intercept there, that is empty. That is empty. That is empty. Okay. No intercept there. That is empty. Okay, so that shows this number is 0. This number is 0. Okay. And this number is 2. But 0 over 2 is 0. Okay, so we have 0 over 2, which is the same thing as 0. Okay. So the probability of E given F intersect G is 0. Is 0. It will not occur. Alright, I hope you understand how it goes. Please ensure that you understand. Thank you.